Hey guys, Nicky Ricky here from Mike Allen Productions, and today I'm going to be showing you how to turn yourself into one of the Na'vi people from the #1 hit movie in America, Avatar. So here I just have a picture of Jessica Simpson, because I just googled famous people, and this is what came up, so I'm just going to use her. Okay, for this tutorial you're going to need one thing, or two things. You're going to need a picture of somebody that you want to change, and the Avatar poster that you can just Google Avatar movie and get it from there. I'm kind of going to be cheating, but not really. I'm just going to get colors and stuff like that from the poster. So let's begin. Grab your eyedropper tool and grab one of the lighter colors from right here on the top of the cheekbone area. If the person has darker skin, just grab one of the lighter colors if they have lighter colored skin, or if they're like more pale, grab one of the darker color. And since Jessica Simpson is lighter skinned, I'm gonna grab one of the darker colors. Go to your brush tool and the mode, make it color, and the opacity from anywhere from 45% to 61% for the darker skin, or for the darker skin people, sorry, and anywhere from 61% to around 90% for the lighter skin. So I'm gonna go with about 75. For this tutorial, only for the sake of the video, I'm only going to be doing her face. Yeah. Before you guys actually start, you're going to want to make a copy of the background and do everything in layers. Don't just do everything on like one copy or one layer, because if you need to delete something, you'll wind up deleting like the whole picture, not just that one piece. Okay, so once you got you got the whole face done and colored in, we're going to work on the mouth first. So go ahead and make a new layer and name this mouth. Grab one of the darker shades from the cheekbone area right here. That's about good. Go back to your brush tool, sorry. Mode color and the opacity 61%. If the mouth is open like it is here, you don't have to worry about getting the teeth, but you can. It doesn't really matter. And sorry, the opacity is supposed to be 50 or 45%. If you don't want the mouth to be too dark, you can do 21%, which I recommend, only because if it's too dark, it'll look really stupid. And what I like to do, just to I usually add an overflow color. I grab a really, really light pink, and I put the opacity down to about 5 or 7, and I just go over everything with that. You can't really notice it, but you will be able to notice it in the end. Okay, now you're going to make another new layer and name it Nose. Go back to your background copy layer, select just the nose with your polygonal lasso tool. You want to select a little above where the top of the nose ends. You don't have to, that's just what I recommend. And then copy and paste it and name that layer Mouth. Or nose, sorry. Don't merge any of your layers except the eyes once we get there, because, as I already said, yeah, just because you might need to change them in the future. Okay, so for the nose, you're going to go into Free Transform, go up to Edit, Transform and Warp. You're going to make the bottom part of the nose, which is the nostrils, a little bigger, but not too noticeable where it doesn't look natural. The top of the nose, you want to make it a little more bulge out. The main part you're focusing on is the nostrils though, but make sure that it looks natural. Again, you're doing this, so you do whatever you feel looks good. Okay, and once you're done with that, you're gonna go back to your background copy, or sorry, you're gonna go to your poster copy, and this is where the cheating comes in. You're just gonna select the eye. It's really cheating, but it's the easiest way to get it done. There's another way which is harder. You can just color the eye yellow and add a bunch of black lines in, which is the exact same as this, but it just takes longer. So once you paste it over the eye from the poster into your picture, you're gonna need to downsize it a lot because the poster itself is about 2800 pixels, I think. So yeah, you're gonna need to downsize it a lot. Okay, once you got that done, you're gonna rotate it to wherever the other eye was, and then move it to wherever. Okay, and now grab your eraser tool and erase all the darker areas where it doesn't match the skin color of the picture that you're editing. That's about right. Make sure the eye is a little bigger than the original. Or not the original, the one that the person had. And then just select that eye that you just made. Copy and paste it. Free transform. Flip it horizontally. And then rotate it as we did before to match the other eye. And just you might not get it the first try, so just keep trying until you get the right size. Because unless you're like really good with Photoshop, you won't get it the first time. Okay, and now combine those layers that you just made and name the layer eyes. Now we're going to go back down to the mouth, so go to the mouth layer. And you're going to free transform, edit, transform, and warp, and you're just going to make it a little bit bigger at the corners and the bottom lip. Not too much, because that's one thing that Avatar does, is it really keeps the like the features of the person that was playing. Like if you really looked for it while you were watching the movie, the person who was playing Jake Sully, the avatar really looked like he did when he was in his human body. I'm just going to save this now. You don't need to, but you really should, because my Skype sometimes not my Skype, my Photoshop sometimes crashes. So I'm just going to save it now just in case. Right now you're gonna start your face markings, but one thing that I usually do is just a big habit. I make sure that the face is the right color first. So I'm just gonna go back to my background copy and go over everything just one more time in the right color. Okay. So go back to your eyedropper tool, go to the poster, and you're gonna select one of the darker colors from under or from on the cheekbone, and this is going to be for the markings. So once you have that, you're going to go to your brush tool, mode color, or I'm sorry, mode normal, and the opacity 25% usually. That's what I usually use. Okay, so now go back to your polygonal lasso tool, and your markings, your face markings are gonna be usually like pointed most of the time, like they come to a point. So what you're going to do, you're going to make a new layer, name that markings, or face markings, whatever you want. Make sure you have your polygonal lasso tool selected, and you want to make one from the top